Oh, is it just me or is it suddenly getting a lot more humid in this commentary?
Why do you say that?
Because, by the way, here's your treasures.
Oh, they're covered in slobber from that one statue. Now I don't deserve anything more than this piece of... What piece of junk?
What piece of junk? You
went
to all the trouble to...
anchor.
An anchor. Okay, then. Honestly,
Not gold.
if Get
out of my face!
Excuse you, sure. But, just, if all that wasn't covered in slobber, like, what do you think he would have given us instead?
Oh, he said, alright, if I bring him back his treasures, he'll give me 500 coins.
Oh,
Which, honestly, would have been worse, because I can get that money so much easier now.
That's true. Then
But
again,
yes, the anchor...
doesn't your wallet cap at 999?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
so,
then, yeah.
Those spikes were just barely greasing your head back there.
Yeah. Now again, remember. Okay, two things we just need to show off. The anchor is basically like a better version of the iron boots. I can sink to the bottom of the water, but still float, which is why I was able to go through that upside down water current.
How convenient.
Also, the gate of illusion is mysterious. The fool who relies on only what his eyes do see shall wander the labyrinth for eternity. Basically, he means, hey, guess what? There's going to be a lot of trick walls and floors around here, so that means I can do crazy stuff like this.
Look at that.
That's a little secret there. Aha!
It's a secret secret to everyone but you.
Want to become small? Thou art small already. I shall bestow upon thee this mini doll. What?
Huh? Okay, then.
Thanks, I guess.
Is it?
So
Is it a Lego?
If you recall, it was probably around part 2 or 3, in the Mausoleum of Giants, there was a tablet that said, compared to the giants, you are but a tiny doll. Also, there's a trap down here, so don't put the weight on the switch. No. Put it on the skeleton.
Okay, then.
Otherwise, you'll be
Well,
trapped.
good thing he's dead
Oh,
already.
come
He
on,
doesn't
man.
mind.
I just lost all that weight.
And now we have one more puzzle show off over here. The puzzle is you need to put one weight on the starting one, and then quickly put one on all these other ones before it fully sinks down.
Well, okay,
Hooray!
then. That's all
Alright.
it took.
Yeah, alright, let's get back
Right,
on
okay,
where we
there
were.
you go.
But yeah, there was a tablet in the Mausoleum of Giants talking about how compared to the giants, we are but a tiny doll. And so that means we're going to need to use that doll near the giants, and that should work. Oh, and that puzzle we solved with the weights that opened that ladder there, to take me up to this part of the Gate of Illusion, which I swear there's a purpose to all this.
I hope so.
Every stupid thing I do in this game, there is a purpose to it, I assure you.
I
don't doubt that.
Every foolhardy thing you could ever think of, even dropping down that acid bath, will be the solution to a puzzle.
Possibly. There is actually a puzzle where I have to do that once.
Are you kidding me?
The illusions will only
I
continue.
already had to drop down in lava. Now you expect me to take an acid bath?
Okay, not acid, but there is another lava bath.
Yeah,
that I have
fuck
to do.
this shit. I'm go for hire Samus or something.
Dude, oh god, I cannot imagine a Samus game like this. So yeah, the reason why I decided to come back to this game was that I saw La-Mulana 2 had been released, and again, fingers crossed that they released the second one, the first one. Maybe further.
I feel like we've had this discussion before, but maybe it was during
I probably already did.
a scrap recording, or maybe...
Possibly. Just, La-Mulana 2 is a really great game. I still think they did... Okay, I need to stand here and I need to whip the wall with the fairy on it.
Well,
It's okay.
that one doesn't seem the most cryptic, so I'll give that one a pass.
But then this one, because there's a ladder there, so you're supposed to think, how am I supposed to access that ladder? So you break the wall on top.
Yeah. So long as you get some sort of visual cue, then that's not too bad. But if it's just this random wall that looks no different from the other ones, that's just borderline Zelda 1 levels of bullshit.
Which again, I'm probably making this game. Some may argue I may be ruining this game because the idea is that like there are tablets, and all these tablets, like the one up there, all over the place. They're telling you, hey, go here, or whack here, or hey, hit the floor with your axe right here. Kill you. Whack the floor with your axe right there.
In all fairness, though, you pretty much, this is pretty much like your second playthrough, or no, not even that. It's just the fact you're using someone else's playthrough.
This was technically my second playthrough. I live streamed this game for some friends, and I was like, that's when I was using my. Again, I watched Deceased Scrap play this game, and I created my own little guide of things to do from that. Then I live streamed it to test it out, and now I'm recording it to see how it works.
That's fair.
So, And I will say, okay, you may criticize me here. By the way, that puzzle we just solved, not only did it open a ladder, it also finally opened a floor so that we can now access the save grail for warping.
Hooray!
I shall never have to come here the hard way again. But, so, okay, this may be a point of contention for people. I think this is... I feel like this is a game where, like... It's like... I feel like the game is fun in and of itself, even with playing with a guide, because playing the game itself, navigating, attacking things, knowing that you're supposed to use the little doll here to make to... Again, the tablet said, compared to the giants, I'm a doll. Yay! I've now proven that I'm small, because I held this doll next to this giant.
So, now what?
Now we go back to that dude who was questioning me about being small in the first place. But first I'm going to come here because I want a fairy. In particular, I want this one where it has a square, because that is the key fairy.
Now we have to rely on this bitch.
Again, normally without the software, without the proper software equipped that forces it to happen, it's a 5% chance of getting this fairy.
Well, at least there's a means to force it.
Whoop.
Yeah, by just going in and out. Yeah, so it's not at all hard. But the key fairies need here, because you see all the walls with fairies on them?
Uh-huh.
That, I guess, is supposed to be your sign of, hey, bring the key fairy here, because she'll open the chest.
Oh, okay.
Well, good thing the enemies can't attack the fairy.
Yeah, she's fine. And it's very important what we just got.
Oh, nice.
Defense up!
Very close.
Now I have...
Oh boy! Now I can be a real fairy boy!
Shush. That is now halved all damage I take. Yay.
Sweet.
So, with that said, I'm also going to come here because I want... Ow. Sheesh. Okay, who's ready for another boss?
I'm not!
Good, because I'm not either. Let's not fight him right now.
For real.
Instead, let's go up here and get rid of this seal, which will reveal... Ah, that kind of rhymed. An entrance. I'll go to
Which
that
is
entrance
clearly
later.
not here.
Time for that lava bath I mentioned.
Oh, great!
Now,
Oh, I could just feel the skin melting on me now.
and there's our switch.
Wait, don't we have like something that protects
Yes,
us
the
from
ice cave.
lava?
If you don't, you would not have even made it past the first screen. You would have just fizzled away. So there we go. Oh, jeez. Freaking swimming mechanics. There we go. The momentum's a little weird. Okay. That's a weight that just opens that. Now, the one thing I will say I'm a little ticked off by... Well, not ticked off by, but it's going to make La-Mulana 2 a little more interesting to route, is that we're going to drop down here now and use the grapple claw we got to hopefully control our descent so we can land into that hole there.
Well, okay, I guess for stuff like this, the claw isn't too bad. It's just that, you wish you could actually have a means to jump off of it.
I know.
Or maybe climb up.
That
That
too.
too. But, yeah, there is no wall jumping as far as I know so far.
No
The thing-
climbing gear. Yeah, maybe they haven't in
But
the
yeah.
sequel.
The fourth,
I don't know yet. I still haven't seen all the sequel yet, but I will say I've so far have seen no big coin exploit in the sequel, which will make buying things a little trickier.
To be
And
fair,
maybe-
yeah. In all fairness, I'm sure they're already aware of that exploit, and they made damn sure it doesn't prevail again.
There you go.
Yeah. This place was created by the Giants as a place for launching the tower. Oh yeah, so the Giants were trying to the Giants actually the Giants had their own space program where they were going to launch a rocket with steam power, which is why they created this giant lava area.
Interesting.
It's interesting. Like this game kind of has the Dark Souls thing. We're not
hi there,
like,
Red Armor.
yeah, mid boss.
Yeah, I was about to make that joke. It's like that's his jacked up uncle.
Yes.
Yeah. It reminds me of one of the demons from Ghosts and Goblins.
That's who Red Armor is.
Oh, I didn't know his name was Red Armor.
He goes by
I thought
several.
he was
Yeah,
Red
Firebrand.
Devil.
He goes by several names, most notably the Red Armor or Firebrand.
That's what I remember. Firebrand. Yeah, isn't that what he went by in Smash?
He wasn't in
in
Smash.
Smash.
You're thinking of
Oh, that was the
Marvel
green
vs.
guy.
Capcom.
Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Yeah, he was in that game as Firebrand.
And Infinite.
Was he in Infinite?
Oh,
Yeah, it was. Both him and Arthur.
I thought they only kept Arthur.
okay. We did a look at it. We did look at it his game, right?
Yeah,
Demon's
Demon's Crest.
Crest,
Yeah, that was what Hype recorded. Man, I can't believe
Okay,
that was so
sweet.
long ago.
Ha!
Yeah.
The chain
I
whip.
actually have been.
Ooh.
We have now gotten a permanent upgrade to our whip, and it
Sweet.
will
I
now
was about
do.
to say just
There we go.
Just going to Demon's Crest real quick. I'm actually contemplating on whether I want to redo that
Take
lookout.
that, Belmont.
Well, if you want to, I could probably take over.
Only if you want to.
Take
that's
that, Simon, or was it Richter who had the chain whip? He had a flail whip.
They all did. Technically, the chain whip was like in most games, it was like the final power up you got for the. Or actually, no, it was the second power up, and then the third power up would be the an increased length.
No, I thought it was the flail whip because it had a ball at the end, like a spiky ball. Woo!
Oh, no, that was always part of the chain whip.
Oh, okay, well, okay. Spoilers. There's a third upgrade, and it's called the flail whip.
What was? Is that 0?
No. So there's a girl that was actually a sacrificial maiden. That was a woman face down. So there is a girl. So there's a demon down the bottom who I have to fight. Except his whole gimmick is, while these sacrificial maidens are throwing themselves down, they are splattering on a bloody spike and constantly healing him.
Oh.
So I would not have survived if I tried to fight him now with those sacrificial maidens dropping down. But as I put that switch down there, now I've blocked up the passage. So now they'll just land with a very humorous on that stone pillar there and wonder what the heck they were doing.
Boy, and I've never thought this game would stoop so low with its black comedy.
No, it doesn't. They don't actually splat. That was me making the horribly tasteless black comedy.
Oh, okay.
They don't actually splat. But,
you don't ever see their fate.
But I will say, unfortunately, that is the kind of thing where unless you go down there to fight the boss, you don't have a chance. That I'll admit is a bit of a LucasArts or a Sierra Games crap thing. Where probably here's the map to Temple of Ruin, Tower of Ruin. That's a bit of a Sierra Games moment where, like, unless you went down to fight the boss, you wouldn't have known that those sacrificial maidens were healing him, and you wouldn't think to stop it. Anyway, go ahead. Let's go.
Just going back to your remarking of it being dark, your remarking of it being black comedy, I wonder if anyone has ever made, like, the misconception or the screw-up of thinking, like, whenever someone's talking about black comedy, they're talking about, like, African-American comedians.
My favorite example of black comedy is definitely Chris Tucker. Or Chris Rock. Oh, there's a lot of Chris's.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's just two. Anyway, we're back in the Gate of Guidance finally, because the Gate of Illusion was because the Gate of Illusion ended up being the back. There it is. Chi-Yu, the demon, absorbs the life of innocent maidens. So that's what I just stopped.
Well, Chi-Yu too.
Chi-Yu, who's Chi-Mi? Am I
Chi-Mi?
Am I Chi-Mi? Oh, Yahoo map.
Yahoo, yeah, not Yahoo, Yahoo. This basically allows me to have a much more intricate map system now.
Oh, sweet! Now you can actually see, like, more other doors and rails and everything.
The Holy Grail. Yep, where the save grail
about to take a nap.
No. Yeah, again, whenever you pause, he does that. Anyway,
it's essentially your compass.
Key fairy. Yes, that's the compass, and now I can equip that. And now that I have another key fairy, I'm actually going to show you guys a cute little Easter egg that this game has.
Interesting. Also, I just realized that the key fairy is purple skin.
Or dark skin, I think. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, she's unlocked a new special level. What is it? Welcome to the Gate of Time.
Nice.
This is what La-Mulana 8-bit is so hard to read. This is what La-Mulana used to look like.
Oh,
except for, of course, Lameza's updated sprite. But this was the art style the game used to have.
So it was sort of going for a pseudo MSX approach.
Yes. This is an 8-bit world, a meaningless world where you're free to go down memory lane. And there is actually something important to get here that I want to get.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, is it optional? Like, is this just an optional level, or do you?
It is optional, but if I want to get 100%, I need to come here.
Okay, so you're essentially going for 100% in this game?
Yes.
All right.
Well, 100% item completion at least.
I want to ask though, this thing that you get from it, is it on the same caliber as, say, like the Hadouken from X1, where it's like you don't technically need it to complete the game, but it's so devil damn powerful that you might as well get it?
It's so devil damn powerful, and unlike the Hadouken from Mega Man X, it's actually convenient to use.
Well, ain't that a relief?
Oh, come on. Guy's talking. So yeah, I also like looking at this place because it's like, again, you have to remember that the La-Mulana we got on the Wii the Wii or whatever, that was like a remaster, and I think they did a pretty darn good job.
I'll say.
Of taking the visuals.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that
yes.
Do I have to? But I'm kind of surprised they didn't just, for the sake of completing the entire aesthetic, make our hero 8-bit as well, or whatever he looked like in the original.
They probably could have, but I think at one point, I think somewhere up here they outright say, yeah, we were a little bit lazy.
That's
but
fair.
We did it.
It's just what player conscious developers we are.
Aren't these game designers wonderful?
because they said the areas that they chose were picked out of a poll. We figured there would be some people who would be upset about the lack of bonuses, so we made this. We let it slide. Thank you.
But anyway, what was I trying? What was I about to say?
You're talking about the gate of time and the
It honestly,
9 yards.
seeing it like this, it honestly makes me think back to Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, where if you go back to the Spittle Maze after you get Risky's boots, you literally go through a complete, faithfully recreated water temple or dribble temple or whatever that was called from the first Shantae, the very first dungeon in the game.
That's cute.
Oh, I think you showed me that, didn't you? Or in that last commentary?
I know I didn't show it off during the commentary, but I did show you.
Do you plan to?
Yeah, I
I
bet.
was about to say, do you plan to when you redo it?
I'm honestly, now that I know it, I figure why not.
That is cool though, and I'm glad Way Forward did that.
Yeah, since that commentary we did a while back, I'm pretty much aware of most, if not all, of that game's secrets.
Oh, this actually is interesting. We should
And
hang
the fact
on
that it's now on the Switch makes it very handy.
Oh yeah.
I want a new puzzle hint because that'll tell me where to get the thing here. And there is actually there's also a fairy in this area. I'm just getting rid of some of the hints I don't need anymore. There is a fairy in this place where, let's say you screw up a puzzle. There are 2 items in this game that if you screw up a puzzle, you can never get it again. Unless you come back here and ask someone to help reset the puzzle for you. Unfortunately, you have to wait until after you've killed a particular boss in order to do that. So that's what I'm going to make certain I don't mess up that puzzle because I want that item.
Yeah, that's kind of. I'm not gonna lie, that's really fucking dumb.
It is, but that's La-Mulana. I don't know. So let's not be around the bush. La-Mulana is a game that is built around, like, be good kids, keep buying
Negro games.
I mean, let's not be around the bush. This is clearly a game that prides itself on how, like...
Archaic?
Not archaic,
cryptic.
but cryptic. Like, it prides itself on how hard it is to figure out where everything is. Imagine if you'd taken all this time to go to the depths and found nothing. Oh,
I mean, I at least appreciate that it's not quite as bad as, say, Zelda 1, where its crypticness was mostly based on how fucking random it may as well be.
It's not a Holy Grail tablet.
No, we can't warp here. And also the fact that Zelda's crypticness and Simon's Quest crypticness was just made to pad the time, because they didn't really have a lot.
Well, to be fair, you can sort of argue the same case here, because you have to do a lot of back and forth.
But at least there's a lot of game behind it. It's not like, oh, here's one area, now let's see how long we can take. Let's see how long we can drag out this one area.
With us this fall.
Yep, and let's go back out to the village.
So wait, did they
Megatron
like
faces
recreate
on the right.
everything from the original?
No, just those 3 areas: the Mausoleum of Giants, the Gate of Guidance, and here. This is all the Gate of
This
Time.
does look like something straight out of the MSX or the ZX Spectrum. Well,
It's a
except for this
smear.
guy.
It's an 8-bit. What in the world are you doing? You've messed with the natural order.
Order! I'm gonna hold on to your belly and never let go!
What about me, yo?
Why not?
He's like, you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
He's hidden the original La-Mulana software around here.
And I assume that's what you want to get.
Yes, that is what I want to get, because I'll just say right now, there is I mentioned a long time ago that there are software combinations that if I equip them, they do certain things. If I equip La-Mulana and another software, I will permanently also upgrade the damage that my whip does whenever I have
there
that
you go.
software combination. Yay! So yeah, that's what I want to see. Oh, and okay, just to drive it home, because the Sea Scrab did as well. Look at how much this changed in the years it did.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Like,
And warp.
Oh, you're not gonna
This
give
is what we
Stone
have
Back to that
now. No, he doesn't talk anymore.
Oh.
So yeah, just
Oh.
looking at that, I'm just like, wow, they added a lot.
Home sweet home. Wait, this is my home?
I can't imagine how much this must have like.
Where do I live anyway?
I can't imagine how long this must have taken to draw everything out like this.
I mean, considering how when it was made, it probably didn't take that long by comparison.
I guess.
They probably
Alright.
had to rely on a different artist or something to make this all work.
This wall will only open if I've proven that I'm small, which I did by holding the giant. Let's go fight a boss.
And honestly,
Or
if you
meat
stop and
boss.
think about it, it's not too terribly different from. Well, okay, this is kind of a spoiler here. It's not
There's
too much different
GU.
from. Hello, but it's not too much different from what they did with the Messenger.
That is yeah, that is true. I was watching more of Vinny from Vinesauce playing that game, and I mean, I'll probably mimic his thoughts. Oh, by the way, just hit his shield 3 times with your axe, and you'll stun him, and then you can whack his head. That's my strategy: is whack until you stun him, then get a couple hits in. But anyway, otherwise, that little tablet up there you see with the spikes, that would have been what was healing him if those sacrificial maidens kept throwing themselves down.
Okay.
And this boss would have been impossible otherwise.
So
Anyway.
basically, he bathes himself with the blood of innocent maidens.
There they are.
But now they can rest in peace. Thank you, maidens. Go right now.
Us.
Otherwise, that would have killed you.
to see you, but I've got to go.
But yeah, no. Otherwise, that wall there would have killed me if I did not move.
Yeah.
That would have sucked. Anyway, here's another hidden developer room. This one's cool because it does this.
What the hell?
Who yelled?
That was just the screamy effect from earlier. When
Okay,
the
then.
song started.
Like, that's all it does?
Well, again, that's a developer room, so if I come back here with some software, I can talk to one of the developers. There are 3 in total, and I don't show them off because I gotta leave something for viewers to do on their own. And also, yeah.
I'm sorry. Just I hear that sound effect and I just imagine him saying immediately,
Well, I know and I'm not wanted.
Sheesh, I'll leave.
Also, I don't know why, but for some reason, the minute I heard the scream, a part of me was expecting to hear a remix of the Luigi's Mansion theme, because it kind of sounds like
One
that
who rises into the sky.
that
Okay,
you sometimes hear when you're exploring the mansion.
so I'm going to show you guys how a puzzle in this game works. See the upper left there, the left 2 tablets?
I think
The
so.
upper left characters.
Yeah.
So when I had this equipped, it said Mu is the nameless one, and it says follow the name that means unnamed. So I took off the software, so now I was able to read that exact same sentence in La-Mulanese to know what the word Mu means in La-Mulanese. Those 2 weird characters. So with that knowledge, I can now go over here, hit this wall that I'm supposed to know is fake, and I need to come here. I messed it up. Come here, and I now need to destroy the 2 blocks, one on the left, one on the right, that spell out Mu in La-Mulanese, now that I know what it is from that tablet. That is how you have to solve one of the puzzles in this game for people who want to know how this game works sometimes.
I'm starting to also realize with La-Mulana, this also feels like a very high-maintenance sort of game. Like, you have to, if you really want to play through, you literally have to dedicate your time to it. Otherwise, like, if you even take like a break for like say a week, you're probably going to forget everything you learned within the first couple of hours or whatever.
That's actually very true, and yeah, that's another thing to solve puzzle. But you know what? Okay, before we end this part, that's actually a very fair point you brought up, is that this game is like, it's designed around that. Like, this is, and for people who want to invest their time into a game a lot, I mean, as someone who poured almost 120 hours into Breath of the Wild, I get that.
Or 85 hours on Odyssey on my end.
But yeah, so I totally get that, and yeah, that is definitely, I think, what adds to the niche thing of La-Mulana, is that they expect you to do this in particular. I definitely think there's an audience for it. Again, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed playing the game even with that guide, because, I mean, knowing the hints to the puzzles does not take away from the game. It's still, in and of itself, if you removed the puzzles, if you simplified them down, I still think you have a pretty darn good Metroidvania here so far.
That's
like
fair.
with the levels, the music, the enemies, just yeah, that little pinch of making things a little obtuse is where it kind of can be discouraging to many to play this game. But yeah, that's one of the puzzles. That's what solving these puzzles are like, and definitely this is a game where again the achievement. The achievement that they consider to be like, wow, you beat this game super fast. That is if you can beat the game in under 10 hours.
10 hours.
So 10 hours
Yeesh.
to them is like, wow, you booked it. Yeah, no, by the way, spoilers, I am not going to take 10 hours to beat this because I had this guide, but just know that to the developers when they made this were like, yeah, they'd be booking it if they beat this in 10 hours without a guide. Yeah, but, I mean, that's all. So please join us for the next part. If you can believe it, we're already kind of heading towards the home stretch.
Hooray! Till next time, guys.
Bye.